Welcome back to the channel that teaches you how to create content in the quickest amount of time. Today we are going to be going over how to create text and use the type tool in Adobe Premiere Pro. So first thing we want to do is create a new sequence. All right, I'm going to come up and create a new sequence. Let's go ahead and create this 3840 by 2160. This is going to be a 4K sequence for the sake of this video. If you guys don't know how to create new sequences, definitely check that video out on my channel. New item, we're going to just create a black video. All right, if you guys don't know how to create color mats or new videos, that's another video that's on my channel. So go ahead and like and subscribe. There's lots of content that you guys are going to want to know if you want to know how to create content in the quickest amount of time. All right, the type tool is what we're going to want to use. All right, so if you don't see this tool panel, which you should, you can come up to Window and make sure that the tools is selected. Here you see that it's checked for me, so I'm going to go ahead and just click on this type tool. And now I'm going to type. I love you. Thanks for the sub. All right. Now, of course, thank you for subscribing to this channel. I do love you very, very much. All right. So that is how you are going to use the text tool. All right. Now, what's tricky about this is we're going to do a little extra credit in this video. I'm going to show you how to play with the text, how to change the font, and some things that I use on a daily basis. All right. So when you're in the type tool and now you're trying to move this thing around, and if you click on it, you're going to end up typing again. So it's important to go ahead and come up to the selection tool. Now you see it says V because that's a shortcut. You could press V on your keyboard and it will go right to the selection tool. Let's just go ahead and extend this out. So I love you. Thanks for the sub. One thing off the bat that you can do is come over to your essential graphics. All right. You might see your color tab. You definitely want to make sure you're on essential graphics. Again, if you don't see that, come up to Window, come down, make sure essential graphics is checked. Align and transform. These are going to be important for your text. All right. So this is cool. This is the horizontal and vertical center. If you guys want the I love you, thanks for the sub to be right in the center, you're just going to press both of those. If you want it to be offset, the other thing is you can just grab this guy. So you can grab it, you can bring it anywhere, or you can come up to the effects control tab and you can move it around. But if you want to bring it back to center, you're just going to press align and transform. Okay. Under that, you have your text. All right. If you guys want to change the text, you totally can. Bold, bold italic, all that stuff. Now, this is really important when it comes to the text, when adding text. You are going to want to change the size here, all right? Because changing the size of the text in the Essential Graphics tab is not going to change the quality of the text. For example, let's say I make this text 5, all right? It's so small you can't even see it. Let's go ahead and center that again. I'm going to come to the Effects Control tab and I'm going to try to zoom this up. Okay, let's bring it back to the center. Oops, doesn't even want to show up. All right, but long story short, using the Effects Control tab is actually going to decrease the quality of the text itself. Okay, so you do want to use the scale here if you want to make it smaller or larger. And then of course you have the option to center it, to right, to left. Here you have kerning if you want the space in between the letters to be larger. These are some common, let's say we had 2 lines of this. All right, so thanks for liking the video. All right, because I know you guys have probably already done that. So if I centered that text, put it in the middle, now using these guys, you can see what happens if I increase or decrease the space in between the text, right? All this stuff, you can play with, and that's going to be useful to know. Also down here, the appearance, you can double click this, change the color of the text if you want it to be red. But the challenge that you might run into in the questions is you can see it didn't change to red. And you ask why that is. Well, it's because I'm on the type tool. So I want to come back to the selection tool. Now I'm selecting the text. Then I click fill. Then I can change the color, and it will change the color, okay? I can add a stroke. What that is that's a stroke to the outside of the text. I can increase that if I want to be honest. I don't really like that. You can add a shadow, you can add a background. That is the basis of how to just add simple text to your video, along with some extra credit bonus tips. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Go ahead and, if you haven't already, I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We're just starting out, so every single like and sub and comment helps us, and we'll see you guys in the next one.